Hello, Esmeralda. How are you?
Good.
So my first question to you today is I want to talk about your highlight of the week. Did you had any highlights this week?
What do you mean by highlights?
Something positive that happened this week. Like the best thing that happened to you this week.
Well, I think it would probably be I think I'm going to start going to the gym.
Okay. Did you start going to the gym already, or you're
No,
planning?
I'm planning to.
You're planning to.
Yeah.
So the highlight of the week is what?
Going to the gym.
Motivation. Motivation to go to the gym. How did you feel since our last session?
I feel better. I feel like more relief from what I was feeling.
You're feeling more relief?
Mm-hmm.
So my next question is, since you feel more relief, now you're more motivated, what do you expect to get from therapy?
Maybe learn how to manage like every situation in my life in the most positive way.
The most positive way?
Mm-hmm.
And what brought you here in the first place?
My depression.
Your depression? What do you feel that makes you feel that you are depressed?
I guess every event in my life since the beginning, when I started, going through a lot of like suffering and all that. But right now, I need to, feel better for my kids. So that's like my kids made me seek help. Because I know that if I'm not in like functioning correctly and all that, I won't be able to take care of them how I'm supposed to.
How's your relationship with your kids? How are you as a mother?
I'm still trying to manage my life with two kids. Like it's a little hard because now my firstborn doesn't have all my full attention because I have to be with the baby. So I'm still learning how to cope.
What is the age gap for them?
My firstborn is he's gonna be 7 and my baby's about to be 2 months.
So there's a little bit of jealousy in between?
No, it's just like difference of age. That's it. But there's no jealousy. My firstborn, he loves his sister a lot. He's not jealous at all.
Oh, because the first one is a little boy and then you have a little girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so your kids are basically the motivation to come to therapy. That's the reason that you are here.
Yeah. It's for me to feel better about myself, to be happier, not live life like being sad every time, thinking negative, but it's mainly for my kids.
And we talked about your support system. So you mentioned that your support system is your mother. And in your family, you mentioned that the first person that the person that you can trust the most was your little sister, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Right now, as we started these sessions, how do you manage stress now?
I think I'm still having a little hard time managing it, but I maybe after more sessions it'll be easier. Right now, like sometimes I start feeling anxious or I overreact over something, but then I remember that I'll be better at some point in my life.
How's your relationship with your mother now?
Right now we're like normal. We're doing fine right now.
What do you mean by normal?
We just talk normal as like right now there's no issues between me and her. Unless like with her is it all depends on the mood you find her. When I go to her house, if she's in a bad mood over something else, she basically takes it out on everybody and stuff like that. But as me and her, we talk normal, like as her calling me to check on me or me calling her. Especially because right now my grandpa, her dad, he's about to pass away anytime soon. So, cause the viejito being old and all that, and he's sick.
How did that makes you feel?
I feel like that's gonna make all my situation worse because as soon as we're just basically waiting on a call for them to tell us that my grandpa passed away because there's no cure for him. He's already old. Doctors already said there's nothing they can do for him. So they recommend them to take him back home. That way he dies in peace at home and not in the hospital. So like I said, right now we're just waiting for to receive the bad news of him passing away, and I just feel it's gonna make. Right now, my mom, she has been motivating me, saying tomorrow I want you to get up and go to the gym. And I feel like when they call us and tell us that my grandpa passed away, my mom's gonna forget a little bit of her giving me motivation and all that because that's just gonna make all the situation worse.
Okay, so the reason why you want to go to the gym and you feel motivated to go to the gym is because of your mother? Because
No,
she
it's
motivates you?
my mom. My mom.
My mom motivates you? How's your relationship with your grandpa?
Well, like he lives in Mexico, but every time they come, my grandparents would come over here. We would go visit them to my mom's or whoever's house they were in, and normal as just saying hi, asking them how are they doing in Mexico and all that.
So, what you think is that how it will affect your mom is the way that it's gonna affect you.
In some way, yes, especially because of when we suffered a lot, being me and my sisters being little. The only person that one day tried taking care of us and wouldn't like tell us nothing bad was my grandpa, because they have a permit to come over here and go back to Mexico. So they would come like every now and then, like let's say December, then midst of the year and stuff like that. And I remember my grandpa was the one that would tried helping my mom a little bit by not leaving us alone.
Did you used to talk to him over the phone?
Not really, because they just talk to like my mom and my one of my aunts. That's it.
But you appreciate the fact that he tried to help.
Yes.
So, the most important person in your life is your mother,
Yes.
besides your children, of course. And whatever affects her has a big effect on you.
Yes.
Has this happened before?
I think it has always been like that. Like everything that my mom goes through, or when I see her suffer, like it makes me feel bad. Um, I guess for the same reason, for being the oldest, seeing everything, because I understand everything she went through, but at the same time, I know a lot of things she does or say is not the right thing to tell like her daughters, like me and my sisters.
What do you think when something happens to your mom? What do you think affects her? Is it hurt because of what she's going through, or is it guilt because of what she's going through? Do you, in a way, blame yourself, or do you just want to help her because you don't want to see her suffer?
I try to help her because I don't want to see her suffer, but it does come to me like a little bit of guilt because she has always said, like to her friends and all that, that we're not good daughters to her, that we're not like, well, to her, you wouldn't. I have never hear her like or heard her say, I'm proud of you for doing this, or this. And I think I will never hear that from her.
Do you think you're a good daughter?
I feel like yes, I am. I mean, we have argued before, but I know that's normal in every mom and daughter relationship. It happens. But I know I have helped her a lot because since I got married since the beginning with my first husband, ex-husband, I could have just decided to live my life as having my husband and put her on the side, and I did not. I brought her with me, and even my sisters, they have said that I'm a little bit stupid for putting my mom, like being close to my mom.
How does it affect you when your mom says that you're not a good daughter?
Because there's a lot of things that I feel like I've done for her, but she does not see it that way. She feels like it's all responsible because she already, um, like ya nos crió. Like she makes us. Well, she makes all of us, but it's me the one that gets affected, not my other twin sisters. She basically says things that makes me feel like we owe her a lot, just because she brought us to life, just because she suffered with us and she never like abandoned us and all that. That's why I feel like,
I mean, but do you really feel that you owe your mom a lot?
I don't feel like I owe her a lot, because in a way, we like people, us living, we decide to bring children to the world. I mean, of course, it's our responsibility to take care of them, and that's why when I see my children, I know that when they grow up, I'm not gonna tell them you owe me life, because no, of course they have to be thankful, help their parent out and all that, but not to the point where like you owe me everything because I brought you to life. No, I don't think that way, and I don't feel like we owe my mom a lot. Yes, we're thankful because she, like, even though she suffered a lot, we didn't have food, any money, or even a place to live sometimes, like she never abandoned us. She could have just leave us somewhere, you say I can't take care of you, and she didn't, and I appreciate that. But still, I feel like that was her job as being the mom. Have us with her and finding food for us and all that.
Why do you think you always, you know how you mentioned that your sisters tell you that you're not smart by,
Telling her
telling her everything and always trying to take care of her? Why do you feel you do that then, if you don't feel guilty or you don't feel like she's done everything for you?
I I just feel like it's not guilt anymore. I just feel like I do it because I love my mom. Even though I love her, and I've told my sisters before, um, like my sisters sometimes argue with her and they mention really bad words to her. Sometimes not towards her, but they still disrespect her by saying that like near her. And I've told them before, even though I argue with my mom, even though sometimes she does not, I know that she does not give me the best advice or any comment, she's still my mom. I won't, that's not gonna make me change my love for her.
What is something that you admire about your mother?
I admire her, taking care of all three of us, even when she didn't have any money, any food, anything. And I mean, because sometimes right now I know that I don't suffer with her. I don't suffer the same as she did when back then. I suffer, but not the same as her. So sometimes when I feel like I'm already drained, really tired, I feel like I don't want to live anymore, I remember that my mom did it. So I'm like, I should do it too. I should be able to, move on and continue life.
So in a way, she inspires you.
In a way, yes.
What do you think is one of her strengths, your mom's strengths?
Mm, I don't know. Nothing comes to my mind.
Nothing comes to your mind. But you admire the way that she was able to basically raise you and your sisters.
Hmm.
What do you think is one of your strengths?
Mm, it could be probably. Could it be like my children or?
No, within yourself. We said that. You said that, you mentioned that your children are your motivation
Hmm.
to get better, to come to therapy, to have a better life, to give them a better life, right? That's so. What is one strength that you have within you?
Mm,
What inspires you to keep going?
to keep going, it's probably. I guess like
Do you not see yourself as a strong woman?
I do. I feel like I am. Like some, I guess like anybody, there's a point where you feel like you can't do it anymore. But at the end of the day, I'll make it through. I know that I will. And that's why, I came to therapy because I know that's gonna even help me more. Um, but I think one of my strengths, what makes me keep on moving forward, is that all the people that criticize me, a lot of people that are like not close to us, but that know us, like my mom's friends, because I hear it like I feel a lot of people criticize me, and I feel like at the end of the day, they'll see me make it through because my mom tells her friends and my sisters tell their friends, oh, well, my sister was going through this, but she already made it, and that's what keeps me going to I guess shut their mouth, and shut people's mouth, basically.
Okay. Okay. So today we talked about the way you were raised, the way your relationship with your mother, with your sisters, a little bit about your relationship with your current husband, and your relationship with your ex-husband. So this was more like an introductory session. So we also, on our last session, you talked to me about how you have sometimes so time is it's already time. So we talked about how you get like panic attacks, right? You feel anxious and you have no way of controlling yourself, and sometimes the only way that you control yourself is calling your mom.
Yeah.
What do you do when your mom's not available?
mm, I think, well, like, since she has been always available at that point of my life, where what makes me get a panic attack is me arguing with my current husband, where it's just being like arguments of young people, you say this, I say that, you do this, I do that. And then at the end of the day, my mom, when I call her, she just tells me that you're gonna be there till you, like, hasta que tú quieras. If you want, you can just say it's over, let me continue with my life, and that's it. And that's where I control myself a little bit and just know that I'm still there because I want to be there. At any point of my life, I can just tell him, you know what, go ahead and leave.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a homework. Um, it's called square breathing. So this is something that I want you to do at least once a day, either when you're feeling anxious, or sometimes our doctors say that we gotta take the medicine before we feel the pain, right? Because once we feel the pain, you're gonna suffer more because your pain is gonna be there longer before the medicine makes effect, right?
Yeah.
So I would prefer you to do this when you get up in the morning, so that you can start. It's like a mindful exercise, so that you can start your day on a positive mode. Okay. It's called square breathing. So basically, you're gonna place one hand in your stomach and one hand in your chest, and you want to feel the hand on your stomach move in and out more than the hand in your chest. So you're going to take a deep breath through your nose. As you inhale, you count in your mind, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. And you imagine using the air you breathe in to push against your hand in your stomach. Okay, so basically what you do is this. You go, but instead of moving your chest, your air is gonna come from here. That's why they want your stomach to move more. You're gonna go and you're gonna count, and then you're gonna release. And this is, you see how this is moving more? So you're gonna hold for a count of 4, then you exhale through your mouth like you are blowing a candle. So you do this number. Stomach goes in.
Okay.
With your eyes closed, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and you inhale. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you exhale for a count of 4 as well. So it's like you're blowing all that air out. And then you pause for a count of 4 before starting again. Okay? This is going to help you. It's going to help you basically start your day on a positive manner. When you start your day, I want you to set your mind small goals. like small steps. Today, what is something that you want to do every day, which is fight those negative thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today, I'm not going to let anything let me down. Today, I'm going to walk strong. Today, I'm not going to allow anyone to upset me or to change my mood. Little things like that. I want you to make a list of things or goals that you want to have through your day. And this exercise is going to help you a lot. It's also going to help you when you feel like your heart is racing and you feel like you can't control the emotions that are coming on you. It's going to help you a lot. This is a great exercise. So practice these techniques daily. Choose a consistent time each day, which if you want to set up your day in the morning, with positive thoughts, this will be great to start it with.
Okay.
You, as soon as you get up your bed, you do the exercise, you do the breathing, and you do, and it says practice these strategies in a calm environment and consistently in order to increase your ability to access them when you are stressed or anxious. So you're gonna pick a time in a day. You're gonna do it. You're gonna say your goals to yourself, and then after that, you're gonna start. Then you can get out of bed and start your day. Do not wait until something happens to do it. If you set up your mind from the beginning of the day on a positive note, believe me, it's going to be a lot. Not every day is going to go perfect because nothing in this world is perfect. But it's going to start you up with the right, like they say, with the right foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The more you practice the strategies, the easier they will get you'll get access to when you're anxious. Mm-hmm. And it does help a lot. Okay. It does. So I'm going to give you this so that you can practice. And this is going to be your homework. And once you do this, we're going to also talk about how it went on our next session. Okay? And it was so nice to talk to you.